to UMR. My name is Mark, and my voice kind of cracked when it said R. Welcome to UMR. Mark, and we're going to be reviewing the Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 6, Blood of Blood. Blood of My Blood. That's the name of that one. Season 6, Episode 6, Blood of My Blood. So, if you've never watched one of these before, I'm going to ask you to click like and subscribe. If you've seen it before, have watched some, well, still, click like. And comment, tell me what you thought of the episode. Or tell me how off my opinion of the episode is. So, the way I like to do these is I'm going to give you a non-spoilery synopsis, and then I'm going to give you a review or a rating between 0 and 5 on my hands here, and then I'm going to say if you don't want to be spoiled, you have to get the hell out, and then I'm going to just open up the spoiler floodgates and start talking about every aspect of this episode. And it's going to take me a while, because it usually does. So here we go. Pretty good. A lot of Samwell. So if you're a big fan of Samwell, we get a lot of Samwell towards the beginning. Not a lot, nothing at the wall, a little bit north of the wall. It does start off right where the last episode ended off, with whatever Miri, the Reed, the girl, and Bran. So I'm forgetting the name right now. I apologize. I know it's not Jojen, that was the brother, but he's dead now. But anyways, so you get a little bit of that, and you get to meet a new character up there, and then that's the cat trying to get in, and you get a lot of stuff going on at the wall. Crazy giant, not the wall, at the throne at King's Landing. Crazy giant review at King's Landing, and we get to see Walder Frey again. So if all that stuff sounds really fun, go watch the episode. What did I think about it? It wasn't bad. I'll give it a 3.9. Pretty good. Pretty good episode. Liked it a lot. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to talk about everything. Okay, the way I like to do these reviews is I like to start a little south of the wall on Winterfell. Yes, I know there wasn't any Winterfell this episode. Then I like to go south through Westeros, over the Narrow Sea, go up to Meereen, and then Vos Dothrak and everything in between, over to Braavos, and then north of the wall. That's usually how I like to do this. So, that's what I'll be doing. Nothing happened in Winterfell, weirdly. Going south. Let's talk about Walder Frey. He's the same fucking asshole he always was. I really like this scene because he has not changed a beat. And they got to bring up, the actor, I wish I knew his name right now, but the actor who portrays him is great. For my friends who read the books, they say that he is just spot on. We get to hear about the Brotherhood Without Banners attacking them. That is so out of the books. They're not bringing up who's running them. I'm assuming it isn't Stoneheart, but anyway, so that was really cool. And the biggest reveal of this scene is we get to see Catelyn's brother, nephew, something. One of the guys from the Riverlands, Tully, and it was the guy who got married at the Red Wedding. The Red Wedding was his wedding, and we have not seen him since. We had no idea what happened to him. He went off to get laid because the betting happened, and then all the Rays of Castamere played, and everyone got killed. And we have not known what happened to him. So now we get to see he was held prisoner. Now he's being sent off. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Really creepy shit with the Frey. Man, did his wife get super young. After his wife died at the Red Wedding, he got another one. Holy, 11? Ugh, that's gross. Gross stuff going on at the Walder Frey house. Yuck. How is she even going to bear him a child? He has all these childs. How is she's a child? That's disgusting. Alright, moving on. Here at UMR, we do not condone pedophilia. That is some fucked up shit. We condemn it. Alright. Moving south. I'm pretty sure before we get to the Tarly house with Samwell, we're going to get to the King's Landing. So, if you watched this before, you know that I'm not a giant fan of this arc. And I'm not. The King's Landing arc, I don't really care about them at all. I don't really care at all what's going on with the throne. They're not the most interesting. It's just the only people holding together down there are no one. I mean, it's not really that interesting. But now today was a better chapter that's going on down at the throne. So I really liked. The scene between Marjorie and Tommen was awesome. So you actually see she fucking thought about her sins. That's good for her, man. She really did think about how bad she's been. And at the same time, she's not really that terrible compared to most people of her lordship. But, I actually thought that was really great. Now, did anyone else laugh when her dad came in with all the fucking knights and he gives, the worst speech? This episode had a lot of good speeches, but his speech sucked. They're just like, I'm gonna go get my daughter. Alright, let's go. Well, that's about it. That was some funny stuff. I laughed. I really liked that scene with Jaime just, silently judging him. Just are you fucking serious? It was good stuff. So, let's talk about Jaime. I just hate where Jaime is right now. I just do. I don't it doesn't make sense to me. If you go back to the show a couple seasons ago, he was going through this big redemption arc. All of Season 2 and Season 3 was this big redemption. And it was awesome. I loved it. And he was just getting redeemed, and he was starting to not, love his sister as much. And now he just dropped all that, and he's just as monstrous and less interesting, just as least interesting as Cersei. Cersei is probably more interesting than him now. And I don't like it. That all being said, the actor acted the fuck out of this episode, though. Now, as much as I don't like the way his character's gone, this episode kind of nailed it. I really thought it was good. He was great when he went up the steps with the horse. I was like, uh-oh. What's he gonna do? It was pretty awesome. Okay. Moving on. So the crown and the faith emerged. That's some stupid shit. I do like what he's doing with Tommen sent Jaime off. I actually think that's a good place for Jaime. I don't like the scene between Jaime and Cersei, and but with all the incest. But we've always been together. About 9 months before we were born, we were even together because we shared a womb. It's some gross stuff. But yeah, no. I actually was surprised with the reveal of Tommen, marrying, for lack of better words, the faith and the crown together. That blew me away, and I really liked it because it's fucked, and I have no idea where that story arc's going. I don't. And that's the only reason why I actually like it. It's not my favorite story arc, but the fact that it's keeping me guessing, awesome. Okay, moving on. Going south. The Tarly house. Yes! I loved it. This is my favorite part, my favorite little, chapter of the episode. Gilly and Samwell are my favorite couple ever. I love them. She and him together are just most adorable. They care about each other so much. They're definitely my favorite couple that's ever been on this show. Ever. They're definitely. Samwell's still my top 3 favorite characters. Yeah, so that was awesome. Their scenes together, and then his mom, and then immediately embracing Gilly. We knew that wasn't going to last long, so at supper, alright, the dad didn't really do too much for me. He was pretty much exactly how I expected him to be. He was very kind of one note. You're not my son. You were supposed to make you a man. What? You're a wildling? You're grounded. It sucked. He kind of didn't do much. I wish I gave him a little bit more of a character. But that scene was still pretty good, especially when Gilly stands up for Sam you don't think he's a man? He killed a fucking White Walker. And I'm a wildling. Shit. But, yeah, I did like that part of the scene where she's standing up for him. And then them getting the fuck out of there and stealing the sword. What? Where are they going? Because he can't go to the maesters with the kid and the lady. But still, the sword was the ultimate fuck you. Like, yeah, one of the last Vermilion steel ever. Boom, stolen. Let's look at that. Boom. Awesome. Okay, that was great. All right, moving east or west? East, I think. Going over to Marine. Now that happened in Marine. Moving on. Little north of Marine is the entire Khalasar, the entire Dothraki army, and fucking Khaleesi, Stormborn, fucking Daenerys. She is in charge of that shit, and it is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I had one tiny problem with that scene, and I wish they would have gave us a scene of them before that, because it was really just like, let's talk for a little bit, and then let's do this epic speech. The epic speech was great. It's the way they ended the episode, but I wish they gave us a little bit more before that. But man, did I love that epic speech. It was great. It was almost the exact same speech that Khal Drogo used in the season 1, like, we're going to get on our wooden horses going over the Black Salty Sea. Awesome. The fact that she echoed it so much still shows you how much she still thinks and probably still loves Khal Drogo. And that's a beautiful fucking thing when you think about it that way. Great speech. Got up on the dragon. Great way to end an episode. It's very Game of Thrones way to end an episode with the dragon. Rah! Cool. Moving on to Bravos. So, lots of stuff happened. This is a very Bravos heavy episode, which I'm okay with. It's not my favorite story arc, but it ain't bad. So, excuse me. Arya finishes the play. You can easily tell that she's not nobody. She's fucking Arya Stark, and she knows, or Arya Stark, and she realizes that. And I really did like how they did that. So, her bonding, and wow, probably the sweetest characters ever was the chick she's supposed to kill. She's a very sweet, loving character, and I liked it. It was a really good reason for her not to. I bought it 100%. I buy that. And now her chance of survival went down to nothing, and her chance of getting killed by a faceless assassin went up to like 99% because she just pissed off the faceless assassins. And I don't know, man. I did really like about her knocking the poison. Just goes, that bitch wanted to kill you. Bye. Yeah, that's exactly how to pitch. She also didn't only not kill the person, but then gave out the killer. It's awesome. So that scene I liked. Alright. Flip over the Narrow Sea. I did miss something. I might have already said this, but back down to King's Landing, I really do like him going up to Riverrun, or the Riverlands, to try to get Blackfish out of power to bring an army down there to help out Walder Frey. Jaime doing that. I do really like that, and I think it's a great arc for Jaime. I think Jaime is best served away from Cersei. So, good on you. I'm really excited. And another Jaime and Bronn story arc, even though Dorne sucked last season. Sorry, but it did. I'm excited for this one. Alright, let's get to the moneymaker. So, Bran met Benjen Stark, a.k.a. Cold Hands. This is perplexing for me because he meets him way earlier, before they even get to the Three-Eyed Raven in the books, and it's never actually said that it's Benjen Stark. In fact, it's just Cold Hands. In fact, George R. R. Martin flat up has came out, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I've been told, flat up came out and said that Cold Hands isn't Benjen Stark. So that's two reasons why this is weird for me. They make Cold Hands Benjen Stark, and they wait this long to introduce him. They kind of wrote themselves in the corner because there's no way they're going to get rid of the Whites and get away from the Whites and the White Walkers because it's just two little kids. One of them's crippled, and Hodor's gone, and Hodor can only hold the door for so long. I didn't mean to make that joke, but all right, there you go. That's a car outside. So, now, that all being said about Benjen Stark and Cold Hands, I find it really weird that they brought it on and that they immediately revealed that it's Benjen, especially since that hasn't been revealed in the books, as far as I know, and it's been debunked. So, okay, now, that being said, I really like that scene, though. It was a decent scene. The like, flaming flail, that was cool. And then Benjen, like, explaining how he got made, I thought that was really cool. Like, no, I got fucking killed, and they shoved dragon glass in my heart. Now, it's kind of weird that turned him into Cold Hands and didn't turn him into a White Walker, but I don't really know how White Walker magic works, apparently, so. Okay, there we go. Now, thanks for watching. That's what I thought of it. I'm giving it a 3.9. Pretty good stuff. A little heavy on King's Landing for my taste, but it was decent there. Okay, see you guys next week for Game of Thrones Episode 7. And also, if you haven't watched our X-Men Apocalypse review yet, we were way more negative than anyone else on the internet, so you might want to check it out. It just dropped last couple days ago. So, okay, I'm getting out of here. Bye!